Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review and a speed build of the LEGO Razer Crest ship from the Mandalorian series. This is set 75292. As you can see, with all the Star Wars sets, LEGO have done a really nice job on the actual artwork on the box. Here's the actual ship itself. And as you can see from the box here, we've got 5 minifigures in the set. We have the child, or Grodu. We have the Mandalorian. We have Greef Karga. We've got the droid, IG-11. And finally we've got a scout trooper. So we have a look on the back side of the box. Again, we've got some nice artwork here. And this just sort of shows a nice scene of the actual ship itself. So as you can see from here, the actual ship is it has fold down sides and fold down back. And actually both sides fold down. Obviously you can't see it in this. There's a couple of carbonite blocks here, obviously people that the Mandalorian has captured for the bounty. We can also see it has an escape pod which is sat on the top here. There's a sleeping area which is in one of the fold down sections up front. And there's also obviously the cockpit which you can get into and actually see everything. And obviously here we can also see the Mandalorian himself, the droid and the other characters. So this is really nice. So without further ado, I'm going to take everything out of the box and I'm going to build it. I'll be back with a review shortly. Okay, that's the build now finished, and as you can see, here's the ship. We'll get a bit closer to this and actually have a look in more detail in a moment. And we've also got the 5 figures, and again we'll look a bit more closely at those. Now, in terms of the build, it's only 1,023 pieces. It's actually quite a straightforward build, it's not too complicated. As with all LEGO instructions, they're actually pretty good. There aren't actually many pieces to put on each of the stages, so this is a very reasonable build for a child to actually do. So yeah, it is a nicely done build, so this is really good. So in terms of the ship, what are my first impressions? Well, I really like it. I think it matches very nicely the ship from the actual series, the Mandalorian. It's got some nice features. It's got an escape pod at the top here, which if you put the Mandalorian in, you can see through the little hatch there, and in fact you can actually open this up, and there you would be. And it just presses in, and it comes out really nice easily. The front cowling here, the cockpit, easily comes off with a handle. It's not too stiff, and there's room in there for two people, so you can put the Mandalorian in, or you can put the child in as well if you wanted to. I think the detail on things like the engines is really nice. I think that detailing is really good and very nicely matches the actual ship from the series. This particular one has two shooters, which are located here and here, and there's a lever, or a hinged component here that you press down, and it shoots them out. So again, that's really nice sort of added play value. In terms of the actual makeup of the ship, what I quite like about this one is there's a couple of compartments at the front. On this side, you've got sort of where you can put extra weapons. So actually you can put, for example, the Mandalorian's gun in here, or you can put the shooters in here if you don't want to use them. And that's really nice, because quite often you get a set and you've got nowhere really to put things like Luke's lightsaber in his X-Wing. And that can be a bit of a pain, because then you end up putting it somewhere else with the set and it gets lost and all that sort of stuff. On this side, we've got the sleeping compartment for the Mandalorian, which is quite nice. And on both sides, we can actually bring down sides here, and you can see inside, on this particular side, we've got a couple of slots for which we've got some people in carbonite, obviously when he's been doing his bounty hunting. And on this side, so it just opens up to give access to the inside, and again the rear flap comes down. My only criticism on the inside is it's a little bit difficult to get the characters in there. It's a little bit cramped to get them in, especially on the slightly taller ones like the droid, and actually press them onto the bricks to keep them secure. But that's a bit of a minor one. So as I said, you've got space in the cockpit for a couple of people. So for example, we can put the Mandalorian in here. Now you do have to sort of take off his weapon and put that somewhere. If you want to, you can have him holding Grogu. And we can also put Greef Karga in there if you wanted to. So that's quite nice. And the lid fits on with those two actually in there, no problem at all. Like I said, we can also put somebody inside the escape pod. So we could, if we want to, put Greef in there. And then you would be able to see him just about through the hole there. I would say the inside is quite nice and spacious, but it is a little bit tight to get your hand in to stand your feet up there, which is the only sort of disappointing thing about this. There's the ammunition bay. So some nice detailing on the front there. And like I said, on this side, we've got some nice transfers in there for his bedroom where he sleeps, the Mandalorian. And again, on this side we've got more access to the bays. And like I said, we've also got the two carbonite things in that. So we just get those out. A little bit tricky to get out at times. I'm not quite sure who this character is. There's one of them. And there's your other one. And here are the minifigures. And like I said, this set comes with 5 figures. We have a scout trooper, sorry. He comes with a single blaster. There's some nice printing on his body there, I quite like that. And with the black arms, I think that's quite nice. It'd be nice if actually the set had come with the scout bike that they had in the series. But you know, it's nice to have the actual scout troopers. It also comes with IG-11, which is the droid. He comes with a long blaster and also a hand blaster there. And again, there's some nice detailing on the head there. Yes, it's just the standard body that you get from the sort of the clone robots, but I think it's still quite nice. We have Greef Karga. Again, there's some nice printing on the body. He comes with 2 blasters. There's nice printing on the back as well, so that's quite nice. Then we have the Mandalorian, obviously the main character. And again, there's some nice printing on the body. He's got his long sort of Mandalorian rifle there. And he's got his cloak. The head in this one is just plain black, so there's no facial expression. But then again, we didn't really see the face of the Mandalorian until right towards the end of, I think, Season 2. And then finally, we have the child, or baby Yoda, as some people like to call him, or Grogu, I think he's actually called. Now this is a very small little character. He's got a slightly sort of rubbery head. His arms don't move, but then again, you know, that would be quite difficult on something this small. But he's very, very cute in terms of actually being in the set. So yeah, I think that's really nice. So, what's my impression of the set? Well, I actually really like this. I think it's got some really nice detailing, like I said, especially around the engine bay. It's got some nice characters in terms of the minifigures. Obviously the Mandalorian, the droid, and obviously baby Grogu. And, you know, it's not a complicated build, it's quite a simple build. It is quite a satisfying build because it's actually quite a nice model. And it's got quite a bit of weight to it, but it is a nice sort of swooshable weight. I mean, it's not too big, it's not too flimsy. It doesn't feel like if you were to play with it and sort of swoosh it around that you're actually going to break it or things are going to come off. These bits do drop off on occasions if you catch them, but it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I really like this as a set. It retails in the UK for about £120, which isn't bad, I don't think, for the size and for the 1023 brick count that it's actually got. So yeah, I really like this. Yet again, another good LEGO set of the Star Wars theme. So yes, well done LEGO for producing another excellent set. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Do check out some of my other builds and actually some of my other videos. If you like this, think about subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button on this video. And yeah, thank you for watching.